Check mic 1 2 1 2. Welcome back, everybody. This is Charles Maligaya with LA Realty Services, and I'm here to present you a short video on how to look up your foreclosure case in the Orange County area. That's all of Orlando, of course, and some of Winter Garden and some of Winter Park. So what you want to do, if you want to pull up a specific foreclosure case, or if you want to pull up a list, this is the website that you want to go to. It's myeclerk.com. Okay, so this is the Tiffany Moore Russell website. This is the Orange County Clerk to search up court records. What I always do is, the first thing you do is you take the case type, and I always check the box on foreclosure. And the second box called lien foreclosure. So now you have two cases selected, and you always have to pick a time and date. So let's make it real simple. Let's just show March 1st, and let's end on April 1st. So exactly 30 days. Let's pull this up. And according to the Orange County Clerk of Courts, there are 220 open cases in the Central Florida alone. And this is only in the foreclosure, guys. So this is the ones that had been served since March 1st all the way to April 1st. Don't you think that's a lot of families risking to lose their home because they're going through some financial difficulties? So even though foreclosures are not at an all-time high like the 2012 era, 200 families that's a whole lot of families. And unfortunately, some of these families are not going to be able to resolve this, whether they lack resources or resourcefulness, or they just don't know any better. And that's why we're making it a point to go out there and talk to these people, because this is one of the most rewarding businesses to be in, because you're helping out so many people at the same time. You're not only helping the homeowner get out of a bad situation, you're also helping the bank recover the money, and you're also going to make a little bit of money for yourself. So, and also the neighborhood, you're saving the neighborhood, because you don't want a foreclosure abandoned home sitting there for a year or two or even longer. And those attracts just bad elements in the neighborhood, and no community wants that. All right. So what I'm looking for here is, what I always do is, when I get to the results, top left corner, hit all. So this way it's all in the same page. Okay. So what I'm looking for is the plaintiff as the bank, or the bank as the plaintiff, I should say. Right? I don't want to look for cases that have the homeowner associations tagged to it as the main plaintiff. Why? Because the bank always has the first position on the lien. So there you go. But I will explain that on another video, and I'm going to make it really basic and simple on this first one here. Okay. So as you can see, guys, let's go back up to the top real quick. I just want to highlight this. At the very top, you got March 30th, okay, and it goes down all the way to the March 1st. So in this particular case, let's take a look at the 220th participant, Mr. Robert Lawrence against Carrington Mortgage Services. The judge is Vincent S. Chu, Judge Chu, and also he was served on March 1st. So check this out, guys. Before you get served as a homeowner, because you're going to a foreclosure, you have to have at least 3 months back payments, meaning you have to miss mortgage payments for about 3 months. And that's when the mortgage company will pretty much says, okay, you know what, we have to be proactive and take action, because this person will no longer making payments. Now, something happened between the Lawrences here, because they wouldn't be here if there wasn't anything going on, right? So that's kind of silly to say. But as you can see, only within the 30-day period there's not a lot that happened in Mr. Lawrence's case. The first thing I look for is when I open up a case. The first thing I look for is the very first one on the top, which is usually the most recent activity. In this case, it's on March 2nd. I'm not able to pull up the documents here. I don't know why it's not available. You run into these kind of issues from time to time, but 90% of the time you're able to pull up exactly what you need and determine what's going on in that property. Okay, so civil cover sheet on March 1st. This is the first hearing that they did. They pretty much, it's a 3-page summary. List pendants. That's the pre-foreclosure, meaning the clock starts ticking against Mr. Lawrence at this point, meaning Mr. Lawrence only have 90 days to cure these back payments and get current with his mortgage. Otherwise, the foreclosure will start. So right now, guess what? A little note, he is in pre-foreclosure right at this point. What I always look for is the complaint right over here. And as you can see, the complaint will have the most amount of pages. I've seen a complaint with 60 or 70 pages, and that's the complaint. So let's take a look at here real quick just to show you. This is not a summary, by the way. This is like the full detailed information regarding Mr. Lawrence's case. Okay, and that's why it's taking a little long, because there's 22 pages to download. Carrington Mortgage Services, the plaintiff versus Robert Lawrence and Dorothy Lawrence. I would assume they're husband and wife. And pretty much a quick summary real quick. Number 3, on or about September 30th, 2019, defendant Robert Lawrence executed a promissory note. A copy of the note is attached here to an Exhibit A. That means they bought the property in 2019, so there hasn't been it hasn't been long since they bought the property, and unfortunately, they're already going to a foreclosure. Okay, I'm not going to get into the rest of the pages there, because if you're an investor and you're looking for specific information, I really suggest that you do that. You have to read each and every page, because you will find something there that you're looking for. Believe me, I've found current phone numbers of the owners and other defendants tagged to this case that I couldn't skip trace on any other skip trace platform. So it really does pay to do your due diligence or hire somebody to do this for you. So after you look at the complaint, I always look at the value of real property mortgage foreclosure claim form. This is just one page. I usually tell our VA to attach this to our CRM lead, so when I call the people, I know or have an idea what they owe. So the value claim on the property, the total value claim is $283,842.01. And this right here from 1 to 3, lines 1 to 3, breaks it down. The original principal was $238. The interest owed on the note is $27,679 and some cents. And the total advances owed on the note is $17,000. That equals to $283,000. Now I'm gonna tell you guys how to get the equity on this property, or an estimated equity, but I'm not gonna show it in this video just to keep it simple. Okay, what I usually do is I usually have Zillow open, and I will type in the address, and whatever Zillow says is a quick estimate anyway. I will take that against the $283,842.01, subtract that to what this estimate on Zillow is, and that will tell you exactly what equity they have left in the property. Because the more equity they have, the better they are to resolving this thing. The less equity is going to be more difficult, but there's creative ways that we can still help the homeowners. Okay. So this man owes 283, just under 284,000. So we covered that. So now you would know if this is if this property has a equity left in it or not. So guys, if you are going through a foreclosure, I'm probably one of the very few investors that focuses only on foreclosure investing. Like I said earlier, it's really one of the most rewarding niche to be in if you learn it right, because you're able to help so many people, and it's a repetition of it's a really straightforward process. and helping these people. The biggest obstacle is really getting to these people and talking to them, so that's where the relentlessness will come in, and will help you connect the dots. Just think about it. If you master this niche, you're helping out so many people at the same time when you're doing this. Not only you're helping the homeowner, you're helping the bank, you're helping the lawyers, you're helping the title company, you're helping whoever contractor had a lien on the property because the homeowner went into a financial crisis, and of course you're helping yourself. You're creating a business for you, and don't forget about the what do you call it, the neighborhood. No neighbors in the community, in your community, wants to see an abandoned home that is a magnet for bad elements, to bring into the neighborhood, right? So there's so many moving parts in this, but it's very easy to learn. And if you're going through a foreclosure, and you don't know what to do, and it just started, maybe a few months in, well, I need you guys to reach out to me, especially if you live in Central Florida area. You can always message me in this platform, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, or you can just straight up call me directly. My phone number is 407-870-3519. I am a local investor. I'm also an active real estate broker, but I function more on this niche because this is the one that I chose to do. And the reason is, there is not even relatively enough people that's working this niche. I see homeowners, lose their home through the auction on a monthly basis. And unfortunately, I just can't get to these people fast enough. Because as you can see, there's 220 something foreclosure open cases in Orange County alone, let alone just that alone, right? So imagine if I went to Kissimmee in Osceola County or Seminole County, I'll just be running circles. So this is the area that I chose to focus and farm my business. So if you're a homeowner, if you know somebody that went into default and they're behind on their mortgage, like I said, just reach out to me, and I will see the best that I can do to help you guys get out of a bad situation. I'm a cash buyer. I buy properties for cash, very quick, no inspection, no delays, and no hassles. The first thing that we need to do is find out exactly how much you owe with your bank by asking for the total payoff amount, and we can then determine which strategy we can use in order for you to get out of foreclosure. So guys, that's it for now, because I'm not going to keep you too long in this, because I have so much more sections to break down regarding this how-to video. But I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please smash that like button, because it allows me and my videos to be in the algorithm for more people to see this. I don't care if people in California sees this, because each clerk of court, they work pretty much the same, just have different designs, but they're very straightforward on how to pull up civil case records and even criminal records. So guys, that's it for now. Sorry to keep you too long in here, but I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.